This is a mess.
It's dude. This story, I'm telling you, like every fucking hour, there's like new updates, like every fucking day. And then today also, a ninth person passed away. She'd been in a coma ever since Friday.
Cause like she probably got trampled.
Yeah, she got fucked up.
Stampede.
And I felt so bad because I was watching the live stream of like they did a press conference, and the mom, you know, she was like, it seemed like she was like in a, I don't know what the word is, but like she, you know, she started talking about the daughter and she was like all happy and kind of like joke like kind of laughing, but not laughing. It was I forget what's that emotional state is called. It's like weird. But then she started crying. She's like, I just want my baby. Dude, I started crying, bro. I felt so bad.
Oh man.
I felt so bad for this lady. I think they were like Indian or Middle Eastern or something. And she just started.
They're from overseas.
Yeah, and it was just, it's so fucking sad, dude. And then, so a lot of people want to, like, there's this one clip of Travis up on that platform, and there's like people passing out everywhere, and you know, he sees them, he acknowledges it, I think a couple times. He stops the show for like a few moments, and then he continues to rage on. And so a lot of people are like, yo, look at him, he's standing up there fucking staring at the people that, and he's singing. I'm like, I think what a lot of people aren't putting into consideration is that people, first of all, people in just all festivals, not just Travis Scott, people pass out at festivals all the time. Not just that, people definitely pass out at Travis Scott shows all the time.
Yeah.
So he's used to seeing this. I don't think that he's thinking they're dead.
Yeah.
I think they're just thinking, oh, they passed out, but they're gonna get help and they'll be all right eventually.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And also on top of that, like there's a lot of lights in your face.
That's the other point
like,
I was gonna say.
Like there's a lot of
that's
lights
the other
in
point
your
I was gonna
face.
say. Like people are arguing with me, like, yo, like, bro, he's 50 feet in the air. He's got all these lights in his face.
Yeah,
it's a sea of fucking people.
He's also,
everybody's screaming, and he's got shit in his ears to protect his ears because, you know, he performs every night.
Yeah,
it's like, because there's other clips of like,
and I'm sure he's under, you know, to get on stage mode, he's under the maybe a little influence of his own.
Maybe, I mean, he probably smokes all day.
Smokes and drinks a little bit, you know, to
get him.
And like, and I will say this on one of my jobs that I do have right now, like, we set up stages, and I'll be on stage, and I'll see them. They'll set up the lights and everything like that. I'll have to put like something on the stage, and when I'm on the stage, I just see, you know, like they're practicing the lights and the sound. It's so much that's in your face and in your ears. Like your senses are.
And it's not just that. He's trying to focus on his performance.
And exactly. And
so
remember the lyrics, the words, how he's gonna do this. Like there's just so much.
So because there's like there's a few different clips where you hear, like, they record, like, you hear people screaming, stop the show, chanting, stop the show. He can't hear that shit.
Yeah.
And the videos that I saw, the people that were chanting that, they're so far away from the stage. I'm like, you think he hears that shit?
No.
I don't understand why the internet's just like, oh no, he knew they were dying and he just let them die and just kept singing because he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
but you know, it's not to say that he's completely innocent.
I mean, also his people around him. I mean, so I wonder if someone, you know, took a paycheck, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and, you know, not pay for this and it's gonna go in my pocket, I'm not gonna pay for this. Like, they just got the least amount of, you know, medics, the least amount of this, like the cheaper, so that way they could have a better, you know, they get X amount of dollars that they have to pay for this.
I think it was just maybe an oversight. But then I also heard that before the show started, the police they had talked to Travis before the show.
Oh yeah. And
they told him, like, we're kind of concerned about the energy of the crowd. Yeah. Like, you know, he's kind of like, I hear you, I understand. They said he was respectful. Mm-hmm. But you know, he's probably like, you know, maybe they're wearing a little too much.
Right, yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna rock this show.
Was Drake on the stage at the time too? Or
Drake did come on stage because he was a surprise guest.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't scheduled to be there. And then they said when Drake came out, it got even fucking crazier.
I bet.
Yeah, and fucking. But then I saw other clips of people on a completely different side, and because I watched a bunch of TikToks this week. Of people telling story time. I was there. Like, a lot of people are telling their stories. Right. Then there's other people that are like, I was in the crowd and I had a fucking ball and I didn't know any of that shit was happening.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then it just trips me out that people are like, bro, it's 50,000 people. And then to battle this argument, then people start posting clips of other rappers at shows, stopping the show. Like if they see somebody, passed out or, needing help, they stop the show, make sure they get help. I'm like, yeah, but those are smaller venues.
Right. That's a very
like way smaller venues.
Kurt Cobain did that too. There was a girl who was she was actually about to be taken advantage of by this guy, and then he stopped it and he called the police. But again, like you said, it was an indoor, smaller venue. That's why he was able to do that.
So like they're showing like all these, they're showing clips of like Logic and Lil Pump and fucking just a bunch of different artists. Stopping the show to get somebody to help, ASAP Rocky. And it's like, yeah, dude, but that venue is not 50,000 people. Do you know how much 50,000 people is?
That's a lot. That's that's half of AT&T Stadium.
And part of his
outdoors in a smaller stage.
And part of his brand is chaotic, raging, mosh pits, like it's not good because there's so many fucking clips that are like, if this shit goes to court to trial or whatever, he should settle out of court if he can. I don't think he's gonna like Live Nation. They're gonna be on the hook too. Like it's not just him, and
the people who had the concert, people who
organized the whole, like those people are liable too. They didn't have the fucking security, the proper amount of security, the proper amount of medics, the proper amount of, but then they're saying that Travis encouraged